Hi Libra, this is Teresa from Tarot by T. I'm back and thank you for your patience. I'm glad to be back. So this video I'm going to do a little bit different format. It's going to be a timeless reading, not specific to any topic or time frame. I'm going to ask the cards, what does Libra need to know at this moment in time? And whatever comes up, we will read. So it'll either be, it could be love, it could be career, it could be finance. We'll let the cards pick the topic and see what you need to know. And this is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Anytime you see this reading is the right time for you. Okay, so let's begin. And I won't do astrology in this video. I will do something with astrology later on, something different. Okay, what does Libra need to know at this moment in time? What does Libra need to know at this moment in time? What does Libra need to know? What messages does Libra need to hear? What's coming up for Libra in the near future that Libra needs to hear? My wrist is healing. It's still hurting a little bit, but I'm able to shuffle at least now. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Six of Wands. The Eight of Swords in the past. The Strength card. The Temperance coming up in the future. Queen of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Swords, typical. Okay. And the card at the bottom of the deck is Four of Swords. Okay, so Libra. Starting out with the Knight of Pentacles. Crossed by the Lovers. So this could be a relationship reading. But I'm seeing a lot of things here, so I'll just tell you. So the Knight of Pentacles energy could be dealing with an earth sign. I'm also seeing water, possibly fire too. But so if it's earth, it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Water is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this Knight is someone, and this could represent your energy too, since it's the first card, it's in the center. I feel like you're not wanting to rush into anything right now. You're just doing your, taking you're taking it one day at a time. But you are at the crossroads with the Lovers of trying to make a decision, trying to make a choice. And the choice could be between two people. You might be, if you're dating two people, which one do I commit to? It could be two paths. In a career situation, do I stay? Do I choose this other opportunity? But it could also be the choice of, do I stay where I'm at or do I go somewhere else? It doesn't have to be, especially in a relationship. Do I stay and work on this relationship or do I leave it and look for something else? Do I stay at this job or do I leave it and look for something else? The Lovers, though, there's a strong attraction in you. There's a relationship in your life that really affects you on a deep level. The Lovers is like the major arcana. So it's representing a soulmate union. So you have the potential to bond with someone at the soulmate level, but for some reason, you are not taking action. You're taking your time. And that's okay. Maybe you were in something in the past and you're not ready for a new relationship, or you're not sure what you want to do. In the recent past, you have the Six of Wands. That's a victory card. So you could be doing really well at work. You're really successful at work. You're getting a lot of positive feedback. People people are really valuing your contribution. There could be someone that might be jealous. I'm seeing, I feel like you've had some good fortune recently. And not everybody, well, you know how it is. Not everyone is on your side and not everyone's your friend. But for the most part, you're doing okay as far as work matters go. The Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords are here. So I'm feeling that you are healing from something. With the Four of Swords energy, this is a card of taking time out to rest and to heal. So for some of you, if you've put a lot of energy into work and you've been, it's like nonstop work, maybe it's time for you to have some work-life balance, especially with this Temperance card coming up in the future. You may have to make time for love, or you may have to make time for relationship if you've been totally focused on career. Now, I do feel that there's a relationship opportunity, but you're afraid to take action. You have the Eight of Swords here. You feel stuck or trapped. So either you're in a relationship and you can't leave it, or you're in a situation that you find hard to break free from. The Eight of Swords represents feeling stuck, feeling unable to take action, afraid to move, I feel like you have a lot of stress, mental stress. So when you're trying to make this decision, should I stay or should I go? You're almost afraid to make that choice, even though you're not really happy with where you're at this moment in time. Because you have the Four of Cups here in your environment, and that represents dissatisfaction, boredom. Maybe it's like the same old, I'm tired of this routine. I feel like that's more of a job thing than a relationship thing. It's more like I don't feel valued, I don't feel appreciated where I'm at. And maybe I should see what else is out there. Even though in the past, everyone loved me, I got awards and, recognition. Now it's just like, I don't feel valued. I'm bored. But I'm afraid to leave the security of my present situation. And so you're just deciding not to decide. Or you're just trying to make a decision and you may be overthinking things with the Nine of Swords in the reading. That's a card of worry. Worry like, if I make this choice, what if it's the wrong decision? And what if it's worse than what I have now? And then what if this happens? What if that happens? So you're paralyzing yourself with, it's analysis paralysis. But a lot of times, but you also have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is a wish, and it's in your wish fulfillment sector. So you can get everything that you want. So don't let fear hold you back from making a change or making a choice. The Strength card is coming up with the Temperance. These are major arcanas, so there's a major message here. With the Strength card, you could be helping someone through a difficult time. The Strength card sometimes relates to someone who has a problem expressing anger. So that could be you or the person or a partner that you're dealing with, the person you're dealing with. Someone who has anger issues. They fly off the handle. They overreact to things. You have to walk on eggshells around them. If you do one wrong thing, they don't know how to get their needs met, and so they just, without having a major blow out, or come up. I can't even talk. A major come apart. I want to say. They come unglued, as they say. So the Strength card is about learning how to tame the beast within. And we all have that beast. We all have that dark side, that reactive side, where we go to extremes of emotion, where, we get angry or we get sad or we get, we're either crying or we're raging. So you may know someone who is like this, who has emotional high and lows, and they probably could use some counseling. And if this is not you, it could be someone that you're dealing with, and counseling would help. And if there's a relationship where this person is like all over the map and can't control their raging, their anger, they don't know how to say, hey, I need something in a calm way. Because deep down inside, they think no one really cares about them, and no one would ever give them or consider them. And so they have to, they feel like they have to fight for everything they want. They can't just ask like in a calm way. It's something that goes way back to childhood, where they were made to feel small or made to feel not good enough. And so that's something that needs to be worked on. You have the Temperance card coming here. This is a card about finding the blending opposites together, finding a balance, finding a compromise. So you could be in a relationship with someone where you're very different. You might even be opposites. But at the same time, you're a good team. You could work together, but you have to learn how to see things from another person's perspective. So maybe you would do things one way, your partner does things a different way. You kind of have to try and understand each other and where you're coming from and meet somewhere in the middle. Learn how to create a win-win. And Libra is really good at this. Libra is all about fairness and justice. That's one of the reasons why you have a hard time making up your mind, because you could see both sides. You could see, yeah, this sounds good, and so does this sound good, so I don't know which is the better one. You have the capacity for diplomacy. You're a natural diplomat. But sometimes you have to be careful that you don't become a people pleaser, or to keep the peace, you don't sell out your own needs. You don't give up what you really need to make someone else happy. So you have to balance that. So if someone's raging, I want this and I want that, and you're like, just to keep the peace, I'm just going to shut them up. I'm just going to say, okay, yeah, we'll do it your way. That's not going to be good in the long run, because you're not going to be happy. Then you're going to feel like your needs are not being met, and you're going to feel resentment, and that's just it's the cancer. Resentment is the cancer that erodes relationships. If you don't talk about things and resolve them and create some kind of win-win, eventually the relationship will just come to a point where it just kills the love. Resentment kills the love. Temperance card is also about feeling called to do something. It relates to the Archangel Michael. And the Archangel Michael, you could be feeling like, I have this, I'm drawn to this thing, this person. The Lovers, it could be someone really special. Maybe you're drawn to that person for some reason. You don't know why. And maybe you're afraid of it because it represents powerful feelings. You know it's going to change your life in some way. And you're afraid of that intensity. So you want to just take it one day at a time. You have the Queen of Cups here. This is in your negative thinking sector. You could be, the Queen of Cups could be someone who's very compassionate, very intuitive, maybe a little bit psychic, very creative, artistic. Also very sensitive. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's very sensitive, and you say, Libra, all the air signs, you like to joke around in an intellectual way, and it may hurt people's feelings sometimes. So this person might be offended. It's in your negative thinking sector. So maybe you're afraid to show your emotions towards someone. You're afraid to be vulnerable. If this is your energy. Sometimes the Queen is very compassionate, does a lot of giving, gives to everyone, but then you forget to give to yourself. So that's why this Temperance is so important. It's finding that balance, blending both sides to find, the Temperance, I see it as two people coming together and blending their strengths so that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So you have, your strengths and your weaknesses, they have their strengths and their weaknesses, but together you're like a power couple, a team. But I feel that you may be afraid of the vulnerability that comes with love, with this intense love, because I feel like you have the potential for a soulmate connection. Four of Cups in your environment, that's also, someone's feeling dissatisfied, bored. I don't feel valued, I don't feel appreciated. So this could be at a work situation, or it could be in a relationship even. And you're thinking, maybe I need to be with someone else, or maybe I need to find find value somewhere else. Maybe it's time for me to move on. But I don't feel like you're ready. I feel like you're still contemplating. You're not really ready to take action. But I think you will find the Nine of Cups. If you do take action, if you do have the courage to break free from whatever's no longer serving you, you can get everything you want. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment when it comes up in a reading. It means yes to your question. Whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're thinking of doing, it will be successful. So, but you need to stop worrying. The Nine of Swords is a worry card. It's also a guilt card. Maybe what's holding you back is some type of guilt, especially if you're thinking about leaving one person for another, or if you're thinking about, maybe you feel like, I don't know, people will talk about you if you take action, if you leave something for something else. But the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So you have the potential for a strong connection. And a lot of times with the Nine of Swords, a lot of what we fear never happens. We just, worry about things that may never happen. You can't let fear stand in your way of happiness. Because if you're not happy, then what's the point of living? You have to have it can't be all about the other person. Or whether it's a relationship or a job, you have to have some satisfaction in the scenario. There has to be something in it for you. So you have to think, what's in this for me? Am I getting enough out of what I'm giving? And if the answer is no, then maybe it's time for a change. So don't let fear or guilt keep you from making that choice. Because I feel like once you take action, and with the Strength card, if you need to talk to a counselor, that would be a good thing. So if you're having a relationship with someone who's difficult, or even if you're having feelings within yourself that are difficult, counseling would help. Will help you clarify things. Will help you overcome your fears. Will help you learn how to speak up about your needs especially if you're dealing with someone with anger issues, learn how to deal with them. Learn how to deal with your own anger and resentment. Learn how to communicate and get your needs met in a healthy way. And if you're overthinking or overanalyzing, maybe another person's perspective could help make sense out of it all. But I do think there's potential for wish fulfillment in the near future and a strong connection when you're ready. And you don't have to rush into anything. You can take one day at a time, like the Knight of Pentacles. If that's a person, it's someone who's very down to earth, very reliable. They don't like to rush into anything either. So just take it one day at a time. Start out as a friendship. You don't have to jump right into commitment. So let's see what the angels have to say for Libra. What does Libra need to hear from the angels? Prayer. And I want to take this card too because it stuck to my finger. So maybe it wants to come out too. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me to feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. And positive change. Dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. So good things are coming to you. You just have to overcome your fears and don't keep yourself stuck or trapped in a situation that's no longer serving you. So I'm going to leave it here, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave me a comment. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you scheduled. In the meantime, have a wonderful future this month, and I will talk to you again soon. Love you guys. All right. Bye now.